Hola pessoas de YouTube, comment vai? Comment allez-vous tout le monde? Merci d'être sur ma chaîne. So hello everybody, how y'all doing? So this video will be 90% in English, but this is my Rosetta Stone review. I've had the program for about maybe three or 4 months now. I bought the program to learn Brazilian Portuguese. So here I am doing the review on whether you should get it and what are the pros and the cons of Rosetta Stone. Since I'm learning Brazilian Portuguese, I must do my little Portuguese intro, right? Olá pessoas, como vai? Hoje eu estou fazendo uma revisão por Rosetta Stone porque ele ajuda-me a mais por minha português de brasileiros compreensão. Ele é muito bom se você é estudante de línguas. Yes. I'm going to break down the video into multiple different questions that I think would interest you guys. So first, why did I get Rosetta Stone? I am 24 now. Eu tenho 24 anos. So I feel like I just needed a change. I needed to add some spice into my life, you know what I'm saying? And I just always loved Brazilian language. I used to live in Sandy Springs. I live in Atlanta. So Sandy Springs will be considered North Atlanta, and there's a lot of Brazilians up there. I worked at Publix, grocery stores, supermercado, Publix supermercado, and a lot of Brazilians lived up in Sandy Springs and would come to my store, and I would just hear it and I'd be like, oh my God, it sounds so beautiful. And the guys, Brazilian guys, that's not the reason why.
Maybe.
And also, I go to the gym a lot. A lot of women bodybuilders are Brazilian. It's a big thing in Brazil, and I wonder why. You know, there's some people set trends. You know how Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of like made it a trend in the 80s. Like a lot of people used to move out to California to be bodybuilders and everything. But I always wondered what made Brazil such a bodybuilding nation. So before we get into the review, I wanted to get into what a Rosetta Stone actually is. The Rosetta Stone was an actual monument weighing over 2,000 pounds. Yes, 2,000 pounds, like weighed a car. And it had 3 different languages written on it. One was ancient Greek. The second one was Egyptian hieroglyphics. The third one was demonic. And demonic was a cursive writing style used for business purposes in ancient Egypt. Napoleon actually made a copy of the Rosetta Stone and sent it all over Europe just so some scholars and lecturers could try to decipher, but nobody at the time could. Napoleon had a hold of it, then there was a war. He lost the war against the British, and he had to let go of all of his findings to the British, including Egypt, and that's why the Rosetta Stone from this day resides in Great Britain. So I thought that was very interesting before we get into the review. And this is what brings us here to this software called Rosetta Stone. The concept of just having this stone, having multiple languages written in it that nobody could decipher, to hear this modern day 2021 app called Rosetta Stone that teaches you how to speak multiple languages. And I have a license for 1 whole year, and now I'm learning Brazilian Portuguese. Hey. So here are my apps. I got the Rosetta Stone app here that I got from the App Store. If you have a MacBook, you know what I'm talking about. So I got the app here, click, boom. I'm actually starting to edit the video, so that's what it is. Rosetta Stone. And here I'm going to show you the choices of languages you get to potentially speak or pick from. So we got Spanish from Latin America, American English, French, Italian, German, Arabic, Chinese, Dutch, English from Britain, Filipino, Greek, Hebrew, Hindu, Irish, Japanese, Korean, Persian, Polish, Brazilian Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Swedish, Turkish, and Vietnamese. So lots of choices. And I wish I could know all of these languages. And I wish they had some African ones like Swahili or Afrikaan, you know, from South Africa, or even Zulu. Like that would be very particular and very cool. But yeah, Brazilian, here we go. So this is our official table of content with all the different units that you will have to go through. You're looking at these like this, but it takes time. I've been working on this for 2 to 3, 4 months altogether, starting my 4th month on my Rosetta Stone program. So now I'm gonna go ahead and break it down to you. We're gonna go on a unit that I'm working on right now and go on a lesson that I've already completed so it doesn't mess me up. So the lessons are broken down into different categories: pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you a little sample within each subject. Selos.
Envelope.
Envelope.
E-mail.
E-mail.
Uma carteira.
Uma carteira.
Dicionário.
Dicionário.
Caderno.
Caderno. So pretty much the app is checking your pronunciation, and I think that it does a pretty good job with that. So now we're gonna go ahead and try vocabulary.
Selos.
Selos.
Envelope.
Envelope.
Uma carteira.
Uma carteira. And I always make sure to repeat stuff.
Caderno.
Caderno.
Dicionário.
Dicionário. Yeah, so I believe that repeating really gets in your consciousness. So if you're really passionate about it, make sure you are repeating everything. And now the third one that we're going to be working with is grammar. That's honestly the hardest one for me because it's just like, it's like so unfamiliar and it's different, because it's a whole other language. So
O que vocês ontem?
So yeah, I was gonna say that was the one that I was having the hardest time with. So, o que você ontem? O que você estudaram? Okay.
O que vocês estudaram ontem? Ontem nós... Música.
Ontem nós estudamos música.
Ontem nós estudamos música.
That's very much conjugation.
O que vocês estudando hoje?
So yeah, here is the conjugation. So nós estamos. So that's why I kind of remembered that. O que você blank estudou hoje? Since it's in plural, because it's 2 girls, I'm going to pick estão.
O que vocês estão estudando hoje?
Okay, that was
hoje. Right. Estudando matemática.
Hoje estamos estudando matemática. So I'm thinking it's estudamos because there are 2, but estudou, I'm telling you, I'm conflicted, but I'm gonna pick this one. Wrong. Okay.
Hoje estamos estudando matemática.
I should have went with my first
guess. O que vocês amanhã?
O que vocês vão estudar amanhã? I think it's that. Oh, okay.
O que vocês vão estudar amanhã? Amanhã? Ciência.
So always make sure to repeat. Amanhã vamos estudar ciência. Amanhã estudaram... No. Yeah.
Amanhã vamos estudar ciência.
So just kind of repeating it out loud. And you're like, what makes more sense? So that's how I kind of got through with this one. So yeah, that's the vocabulary part. My least favorite part, but the most important part also. Well, I am pretty far ahead, so now it's really, really testing my comprehension of full sentences, and I know the words to, like, I know every single word in this sentence.
Vou ao lago na semana que vem.
Vou ao lago la semana que vem. So, for example, this is this week. Ele está na loja de ferragens. So, la semana que vem will be this one. Oh, I did, yeah. So, this one is vamos visitar nossos amigos no mês que vem. So, it's pointing out to the calendar. So, we're going to be going to our friends next month. And here, vou fazer 6 anos no anos que vem. So, I'll be 6 next year. So she's turning 5 here. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I love it. And I literally did not know any of these words before I started Rosetta Stone. I'm not trying to sell it to you, but this is how I've been, progressing.
Quando você vai às montanhas?
Quando você vai às montanhas?
Vou às montanhas na semana que vem.
Vou às montanhas na semana que vem.
Quando vocês vão a Barcelona?
Quando vocês vão a Barcelona?
Vamos a Barcelona na semana que vem.
Vamos a Barcelona na semana que vem. This video is not sponsored, by the way. This is simply what's going on in my life, and I'm loving it. Yes. And now, how do you get the Rosetta Stone? The Rosetta Stone is on the App Store, whether you have iOS device or you have Androids. It's on App Store, and I actually use it on my laptop because I hate to be on my phone all day. I just don't like to be on my phone. I've already, our generation, we're dealing with being on social media all day, and I feel like I might drift off and go on Instagram or something. So I do not recommend you use it on your phone. If you have a laptop, it's best to use it on your laptop because it's like mentally you're set. It's time for me to work, or you might even want to take notes. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Like during class, sort of, So guys, I just got done editing my Rosetta Stone video, and I've realized that I didn't have an outro. So one thing I wanted to say to Rosetta Stone is, why don't you have an African language? I feel so disacknowledged as a human being. It's like they literally skipped over the African continent and have every single other language besides African language. Like, it's not hard. Like, there's literally, I can't think of an excuse why we don't have African language. It's not like people wouldn't want to learn it. There's amazing languages like Zulu. I know plenty of people that would want to learn Zulu, Lingala, and Afrikaan. But then again, it might not be as easy as it seems, but I feel as though they should have at least 1 or 2 African language